All right, let's get into the question section. Suddenly 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes, Mr. Mike Teke. I'll take, do you have a mic that's gonna go around? Yeah. But ladies first, move. But Mamwini Mandela multiplied, sure.
Sanbonani, Ikamala Mukrina. Okay, I was doing a live video, let me quickly end it. All right, so Ikamala Mukrina, Nhamba no mama, she does, and she owns the brand Rgetilo's Ginger Beer. Right, so now I'm an entrepreneur myself, and I'm obviously here to support that. Yes, it's that one. All right.
I taste it.
You please taste it.
Sure.
So, I mean, I'm an entrepreneur myself, right? And I kind of run a little bit of a different business. I'm actually into exhibitions and events, right? So the biggest challenge, and I think, I mean, I don't know if it resonates.
Yo.
Right?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Speak well, obviously, and people will be attracted to hear your story. That's number one. The second one, which I'm concerned about, what you are explaining to us sounds like what Join Us for Tea. It's like you're competing with this business. And that's one of the things that I find, I'm not discouraging you, I'm happy about it because the market is big. You know, you can exploit this market and take advantage of opportunities, but not exploiting people. The point for me is, do you believe in this story? And if you believe in this story, then you need to spend energy in growing this business. So don't ever be negative and sell negative stories. What I mean by that is going around and saying, yeah, they give business to Abu Join Us for Tea, but not me. That doesn't work. This world has got 7.2 billion people. You're going to compete with everybody you stand here. Right now, there's somebody who's eyeing a girl or a girl who's eyeing a boy, and he might not be the only one. Accept that there's competition. You must be confident about it. And number three, if you believe in a story, follow that story. People are going to discourage you. People are going to stop you. And you're going to find that once they discourage you here, you jump, you go and try something. You jump, you go and try something. By the time you wipe something out of your eyes, you discover that you're 45. It's late. Focus on that dream, don't drop it.
Nice. Second question, anything you want to plug it quickly and then move to the question.
Oh, hi. My name is Rulani. The name of my company is Coalesce. It's pre-revenue though. So it's a platform or a company that provides tools to actually help kids prepare for varsity, both financially and academically. So I have a bunch of questions. I have like 10, but I will only ask one due to time. So you spoke about funding, that there's so many angel investors around, so yeah. But the problem is finding those people, the platform actually of connecting the business owner to the funder. So how do you position yourself in a way in which you can connect to angel investors?
Well, right now you've done it already, you're here. That's number one, okay? You will join, and somebody's going to probably go to DJ Sbusiso's Twitter and follow and find out about you. That's number one. Number two, who's your market? Who are you marketing? Who are you selling this idea? Who are you selling to? And you say you're giving ideas and advice to university students, bursaries and all those things. Am I right?
Sorry. It's more of an investment company. So I help people save for their varsity education while providing a tutoring service at the same time.
Tutorial service?
Yes. So it's an added value to the investment.
I'll give you an example. Do you link with universities as an example?
Yes.
Which vice chancellor do you know?
Adam Habib.
Have you ever picked up the phone and say, Adam, can I come and talk to you?
I've been trying, but he always sets appointments and all that stuff. But I'm hopefully to get...
You need to be hungry. You need to be hungry. I pick up somebody who's saying there are barriers out there, I can't go in. You need to break those doors. You need to, if they don't open the door, kick the door. You know, Bulelane has been trying to get hold of me to come here. I think he kicked my door, you know. Not that I was refusing, but I said in my busy schedule, we had a meeting this morning. We've moved it to 12 to 1 o'clock at my office because I had to be here. He exactly did that. In your case, you need to know the 26 vice chancellors in this country. You are into university education, you're talking funding, they will give you idea. Do you know Chilisi Marwala at UJ? You
Yes,
don't
by
know
name.
him. Those are the people you need to talk to.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Nice one. Next question. Let's go to the sister here with the white shirt.
Firstly, ngicela ukubonga ngencwadi, and thank you for the last one last year, ongiphe i-Art of Hustling,
Hey,
and
unenkani,
this
Nkosi.
year ongiphe. Ngiyabonga. Ngiyabonga. Reading that. Yes. Reading that book, it actually helped me to take the product to this far, and having to have affirmations each and every day. So bengithi ngithanda ukubonga ngencwadi ya last day, I'm just
Say that again every day.
affirmations doing.
Affirmations, Machele.
Affirmations are positive statements that you say each and every day before you go out. Yes. Thank you. So the question is, Mina, I manufacture organic coconut oil-based baby skincare products for abantwana abanama skin irritations such as ringworms, nappy rashes, eczema as well. So I started this business after my son was then diagnosed with the eczema, and then this is the solution that I brought, and after him being healed, I started sharing the product. So the question is, how do I then start building that team, a solid duty? Like you said, we need to think big. Now I'm actually working with Teke centers, but how do I build that strong foundation? They know this business is still starting, and this is over, and this is over, and they will not back out or step back and leave me alone, because I had a lot of team members coming in, and then now and then they leave. So how do I then build that strong foundation and a team yoguti one day I'll be able to have that global company, global player in a way, yes.
You know, there's a first thing that I touched on earlier. I spoke to you about the concept of skin in the game. You know, it's a very important story. You can't say to me, Sbu, let's go and rob a bank. But when we drive and we also participate, when we will do these things and do all, I'm making an example that's bad. I know.
It's a bad
example. The point I'm making is that if we start a business, you say, let's start more fire. But you say to me, put in money. And I put in money. Then the second one, you come to me and say, would you go to the office every day? And I'd say, yeah, I'll go to the office. What's your involvement? What's your skin in the game? Where are you in this thing? And I apologize, I made a wrong example earlier. But here's the point for you, ma'am. You've created a product. You manufactured a product. It exists now. Have you ever done a mad thing? I'm not a marketer. Sat down with a marketer for free. Somebody who does branding, a top advertising person. I know a lot of top advertising people. Let's sit with them and say, how does this brand look like? Does this brand look like Johnson & Johnson as an example? Would you pick this at a shelf when you arrive at a shop? The second one is, have you ever gone to clinics and say, here's a product, go and try this? Have you ever done that?
I'm actually giving out samples manje. I started giving out samples in Jengens, I'm a product, and then ngibanikeze. But then going to a clinic, no.
The other important one then is the funding side. How do we scale it now to make it big? Because you don't want to start something and then I'll manufacture 10 and that no 50, 10, no 60. No. You want this thing to take over the market. You want it to be global. Have you ever spoken to any funder?
Funders is our local funding agencies, about GEP, about NYD. No, investors, no.
Talking to Sbu and say, Sbu, do you know this person who appears in the media? That person, I'm told that he's got some money. Can we go and visit them? Those are people who become venture capitalists. They would say, I've got 10 million rand, I'll put it in you, I'll take a risk on you. Now, the most important thing, we don't bet the horse, we bet the jockey. People fall in love with you. The day you walk in and talk to that venture capitalist or an angel investor, people love you and say, we think this lady has a story.
Okay, thank you so
Don't
much.
that you worry about going to queue at an agency and at 3 o'clock you're the first one to complain on Twitter. These agencies are bad, they're not hitting up. Try other options. Talk to Sbu. Today, you've taken a big step, you've asked a question. Probably 3 venture capitalists will be interested to see that packaging, the product. I'm telling you, somebody would say, I'll give you 10 million rent, go and set up a factory. That 10 million means something to them, but they won't be bankrupt. But that 10 million means something to you to be the next big millionaire.
And just to add in there quickly as well, guys, some people get lucky, people that back them. But a lot of the times, they bet the jockey when the jockey is already missing the horse.
Yeah.
You can't just be wanting to be betted on Maria Ashil Samir. Like, you know? Basically, I'm trying to say, do the groundwork, like what you're already doing. Just don't stop doing that. Get the word out there. Use social media to get out there. As many people knowing about your brand. Sell it at some point. Yes, that's not going to be easy all the time, every day, but just get on the grind. I'm sure some of you guys who are on my social media, you see what I do with this brand on a daily basis. And that's not a part-time job, it's an everyday job. You live your brand, you speak your brand, you sleep your brand, you speak your brand, you cancel your brand. Everything is all about your brand because it's this vision that you want to see succeed. Abantu nasebazoza kuwe, bazoza kuwe, sebazobheja lelo hash or bazobhejela kuwe. So ugijimisa lelo, sebalibona uligijima fast kanjani noma seligijime i-distance engakanganga azore ngithola nani. Yes, that's what I want to say to everybody in the room. I'm going to take about 2, I'll squeeze in about 2 last questions. Sure.
Thank you. I've been waiting for you, Mark, for his card. Sbuda, we're opening a pub like that. I mean, it's my brother's business. Can I hassle you, help me like with marketing, my artist? We should be launching like soon. We're just waiting here for illegal license like to be approved. Imofa guaranteed. In supply, na mapojela wako, si push ye gas. Go like it's ringing like now.
Sure.
That's your whole man. Oba was the chambers.
Sure.
Yeah, it's all like in no detail like la utumsa park.
Consider it done,
Yeah.
and the marketing, you will do the marketing.
Next, so
Nobody does my marketing for him.
Imagine give me like apart from supply me with your local brands, especially like in like for his sponge, ipodlela mnandi.
Sure.
Sponge mnandi yabo.
Nyabonga, sure. Another one quickly. Nyabonga boy.
Morning, Ikamalaimu Constance, CEO and founder of Fit Muntuza, a kids gym that's mobile. We go to crutches and give them fitness exercises. So my question is, I hear everybody who is founding. So I was asking if, don't you guys have maybe advices on how we can, before we go outside, maybe a ways where we can self-fund ourselves, like, I don't know, maybe a way that we can start trying to get funding for ourselves before we can go outside. Thank you.
If you run a business, I've got a rule in my office. Punctuality is the politeness of kings. Okay? Don't think it's a joke if you arrive late at a meeting or you don't show up. For me, you miss one meeting, done. I won't see you again. So, ma'am, first thing that we spoke about is the issue of getting, if you want to invest in a business, why don't you put your money first into that business yourself? That's the first thing. The second one is you try and raise money from those who are closer to you. You build that circle closer. The mistake we make, all of us, you find 20 of us are queuing at agencies, and you're right, you go to the IDC, NEF and all that. Try the circle that you have first. Sell the story that you're selling. People bet on the jockey. I'm telling you now. People will give you their pension and if they believe in the story, and the day it makes money. You don't invest after the horse has won the race. You invest when somebody introduces you to the horse. That I'm going to ride this horse, I'll be the jockey, I'll be there 24/7. But you don't wait once the horse has won the race and then you say, I think I believe in you, I'll give you money. So the circle starts with you inside. And then you open it and open it until you go to agencies once you are stronger. Because then that's where you lose equity. If you don't have money at agencies, then they will say, oh, banks, we will take 100% of your business because you've got nothing. You leverage on the resources you have, the circle you have, the network you have, open it wider and wider until you go to agencies.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mike Teke. The Hustlers Corner is a weekly podcast that I present on my YouTube channel. I'd like for you guys to join it, subscribe, click the notification button so you know which videos or when do we drop new videos. We've got different entrepreneurs every week that come and inspire us, encourage us, share with us their stories. Get on social media, get into the Hustlers Corner, get into Join Us for Tea, follow them online, and plug into other entrepreneurs that are doing similar work. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Hustlers Corner on Join Us for Tea. Mr. Mike Teke. Sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you.